Hello, you're watching Vnews Bulletin. Bong from North, and now the headlines as usual.
President meets with scientists and experts of Vietnam Economic Association. International air routes to 20 countries and territories reopened. A special wedding ceremony held for couples on the COVID-19 frontline.
President Nguyễn Xuân Phúc on February 22nd hosted a reception for scientists and experts at the Vietnam Economic Association, during which he held the association's contributions to the country the past nearly 5 decades.
President Phúc said since 1990, the association, with its members who are reputable economists, has constantly improved the quality of its activities and contributed ideas to improving policies and the economy in the process of đổi mới, or renewal, and integration. In recent years, along with promoting scientific research and disseminating economic knowledge, it has well performed the task of giving consultancy and policy feedback. In particular, the association has mobilized the participation of economists in building the 10-year socio-economic development strategy for 2021-2030 period and a 5-year socio-economic development plan for 2021-2025 period, and the preparation of documents of the 13th National Party Congress, President Phúc noted. Acknowledging the experts' ideas contributed at the meeting, he asked the association to gather more prestigious economists, both inside and outside the country, to contribute further to the country's policy making. He also expressed his belief that Vietnam Economic Association will develop stronger and gain greater achievements in scientific research, thus contributing practically to the nation's industrialization and modernization course.
The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has just proposed the government resume pre-pandemic waivers of visas for tourists and accept COVID-19 quick tests for international visitors.
Under the latest proposal now being circulated for opinions of the relevant agencies, Vietnam will receive foreign visitors traveling to the country by land and sea instead of just by air during the period of pilot reopening of tourism. Travelers of age 12 and above must have certificates of full vaccinations or recovery from COVID-19. A negative test result is compulsory, with both results of quick tests taken within 24 hours prior to departure, or RT-PCR test within 72 hours before departure acceptable. After entry, those arriving by air will take rapid tests at their accommodations with results to be returned within 24 hours. Meanwhile, those arriving by land or seas are required to take rapid tests at the border gates. Children under 12 and senior citizens over 65 who have yet to receive COVID-19 jabs can enter Vietnam, but must be accompanied by their guardians and purchase health insurance. If test is negative, they can travel freely inside the country.
Vietnam has so far reopened air routes to 20 countries and territories, compared to 28 in the 2019 winter flights scheduled before the COVID-19 pandemic broke out.
On February 15, the Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam sent notifications to foreign aviation authorities and issued a notice to airmen to airlines to inform about the removal of restrictions on regular and charter international flights. So far, international air routes to 20 countries and territories have been reopened, including Japan, Singapore, Thailand, France, and the US. 8 others to which air routes haven't been resumed consist of Brunei, India, Indonesia, Myanmar, Macau, Finland, Italy, and Switzerland. There are currently 370 international flights from or to Vietnam per week each way, compared to 4,185 in the 2019 winter flight schedule.
Samsung Electronics has recently confirmed that it has relocated 2 smartphone production lines of its business partners from Vietnam to its Jung Mi plant in North Gyeongsang province of the Republic of Korea.
Samsung explained that the move aimed to avoid uncertainty in overseas manufacturing bases amidst the COVID-19 pandemic, which would affect the operations of its smartphone factory in Vietnam. In late August and September 2021, Samsung Electronics moved two smartphone production lines in Vietnam to the Gumi plants to ensure stable productions of foldable smartphones. However, the measure was not to increase smartphone production capacity or move Samsung Electronics production base to the Republic of Korea, the group said. Its Gumi manufacturing base in the Republic of Korea is the only smartphone line on home turf. It produces high-end handsets such as foldable models and Galaxy S series for the Korean market.
To recover and develop its tourism sector after the troubles caused by COVID-19, the Central Province of Quảng Bình has introduced a number of tourism stimulus programs and new product offerings in a bid to attract more visitors. Tourist numbers have already been on the rise in the opening weeks of the year, which is a positive sign for recovery. During the recent Lunar New Year or Tet holiday, the number of tourists visiting Quảng Bình rose significantly, with thousands choosing to spend the holiday at local well-known tourist sites.
Quảng Bình has many beautiful landscapes. We decided to visit Phong Nha Cave, and it has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Natural Heritage Site.
In addition to traditional tourism sites such as Phong Nha and Paradise Caves, many new tourism products have also been introduced, including discovering Phong Nha at night by kayak, canyoneering to cross the Dien waterfall, and visits the Dong Shell forest and other wonderful sites, providing a range of interesting experiences for visitors to choose from.
Besides its existing tourism products, Quảng Bình has many other things to offer visitors, including the Dong Châu Kênh trong Biosphere Reserve, which has a lot of potential that remains untapped. The province welcomed an impressive number of visitors at the beginning of 2022. The center is expected to welcome even more thanks to the stimulus programs that have been introduced by local authorities.
According to figures from the Quảng Bing's tourism sector, the province welcomed more than 35,000 visitors during and after the Tet holiday, with daily visitor numbers up 16% compared to the 2021 Tet holiday. This is a positive sign for the local tourism sector to recover and thrive. Vietnam's seaports handled an estimated 117 million tons of commodities in the first 2 months of this year, posting a year-on-year rise of 7%, the Vietnam Maritime Administration reported. Of the figure, the volume of exports were estimated to hit over 30 million tons, up nearly 13%, while the volume of imports reached over 33 million tons, down about 3%. In February alone, the volume of goods by seaports hit about 53 million tons, 7% higher than that at the same period last year, with the highest recorded in exports at 13%. Notably, the volume of container cargo through seaports in the month decreased slightly by 1% from the same period last year to an estimated 1.6 million TEUs. Accordingly, exports reached an estimated 528,000 TEUs, down 5% year-on-year, and imports at 578,000 TEUs, up 9%. Twenty doctor and nurse couples taking part in the fight against COVID-19 have tied the knot at a group wedding held by Military Medical Hospital number 175 in Ho Chi Minh City.
Happiness, laughter, and tears made the atmosphere at the group wedding even more meaningful. Brides in elegant wedding dresses made their wedding vows to their rooms, promising a happy life ever after.
I felt like I was working on air because I didn't have the chance to hold a wedding with my wife because of COVID-19.
I'm excited and have butterflies. I've been waiting for this day for years.
Sharing the happiness of the couples were families and friends. Over the last year, many couples have had to postpone their wedding due to the COVID-19 outbreak.
My daughter planned to hold a wedding ceremony last June, but had to cancel because of the pandemic. Today is a special day for my family and all of the couples.
The group wedding ceremony gave encouragement to every paid couples taking part in the fight against COVID-19.
I think it's our responsibility to encourage and repay the hospitals, doctors and nurses for the hardships they have endured. Everyone had to postpone personal affairs to join the fight against the pandemic.
The saying, "Love can bloom on the battlefield," is often used to depict wholesome acts in grim situations, but the fight against COVID-19 in peacetime will no longer get in the way of the love between these couples. Their wedding day will come and go, and may their love forever grow.
Vietnam has climbed 14 places to the 62nd in the 2021 Government Artificial Intelligence Readiness Index, according to an annual index report released by the UK's Oxford Insights in collaboration with Canada's International Development Research Centre. With an overall score of 51.82 out of 100, Vietnam ranks 6th in ASEAN. This is the first year its score has surpassed the global average of 47.42. The evaluation and construction of the index are based on many factors such as human resources training, technology application, and especially the emergence of a national strategy on AI. The report highlighted the importance of national AI strategies, stating that Indonesia and Vietnam have both released their own strategy and scored the maximum point in the 2021 vision. 30% of the countries in the rankings have a national AI strategy, and 9% confirm that they're working towards one. Vietnam sets out ambitions to become one of the leading countries in the region in AI research, development, and application. Đồng Ngô Pagoda in Tiền Tiền Commune in Hải Dương City, Hải Dương Province has become a storage and display space for thousands of old agricultural stone tools and objects, and is considered a unique museum not only locally but also in Vietnam.
Built in 971 during the reign of Emperor Dinh Tiên Hoàng, Đồng Ngọ Pagoda is also known as Kiều Phẩm Pagoda. Over the past 20 years, monk Thích Thành Thắng, who oversees the pagoda, has traveled to many places to collect old stone objects that are typical of the northern countryside. He has collected over 2,000 artifacts so far, such as stone mortars, pillars, towers, shafts, stoles, and incense burners, weighing a total of nearly 200 tons. Many visitors who come to the pagoda to worship are impressed by its massive collection.
There are a lot of stone tools here that were made in ancient times and look very interesting. These stone objects come from the people and were used as tools in agricultural production. They're not necessary now, as we have machinery, so people bring them to the pagoda. They have made the place more beautiful and somewhere for visitors to admire.
Among the objects on display, stone mortars, stone pillars, and rice mill shafts are the most common, neatly arranged from outside to the entrance of the courtyard inside. They are also used as embankment around the pagoda's ponds or placed at the base of old trees and walls. To preserve these unique stone items, local authorities have coordinated with and supported the pagoda.
We have worked with Đồng Ngô Pagoda to encourage people to donate old stone objects so that they may be preserved. They arranged so well on the site, creating a sense reminiscent of the northern countryside in the old days.
Each stone artifact at the pagoda possesses a certain cultural and historical value and significance. The collection represents the work and daily lives of the people in the Red River Delta over the past 1,000 years.
And that's wrap up our news bulletin. Thanks for watching and see you next time.